Okay, today we'll see how we can create a drop down similar to Bootstrap. Okay, so let me show you what we are trying to get now. My internet is slow, let's leave that. Okay, so there will be a button. Once you click on the button, it should actually drop down a set of menu. Okay, that's the idea. Okay, so let's see how it comes. Okay, so here it is. Okay, you can see here once I click on this, I'm getting this drop down button, right? So we are going to do the same thing. Alright. So why we are going to do we are going to reinvent the wheel is that's the place where we can learn what it is. Okay, so let's come here, let's create a HTML column file, let's create the structure first, okay, and then let's refresh the page and confirm it is working. Alright. So you need to create a button to toggle. Okay, so let's create a button and then we call it as class equal to your class call as drop down toggle. Okay, so let's make it as click here or click me. Okay, right. So below this we need another list, drop down list we need. Okay, so what we will do is we will create a drop down list ul dot drop down list. Okay, and then have a drop down item. Okay, so let's go for button class equal to I would recommend let's put it out here. Okay, drop down item. Okay, so it's your choice, you put it over here or you put it in the style sheet. Okay, so let's go for this will be item 1, this will be item 2. Okay, so we got 2 buttons for that. Okay, so now we need to wrap these two in one single drop down. Why? Because this element line number 11 is controlling drop down list, which is line number 12. Okay, so we can keep it different places. So what I'm going to do is I'm wrapping it inside one class called as drop down. Alright. Okay, so once I click P, this item should be hidden or show. Okay, so what I should do is I should go here. Let's get some style sheet here. Okay, so let's style the drop down list first. Okay, so drop down list. Okay, it's a good practice if you wrap like this with a parent one. Okay, so let's go for let's design it first. Okay, so the drop down list, let's go for background colon white first. Okay, and then border colon 1 pixel solid hash cd. Okay, don't, it's just a simple thing. Okay, so you can see it is spanning to the full one. Okay, actually it is supposed to span within the drop down. Okay, so let's go for dot drop down. Okay, let's put position relative and this will be position upside. Okay, so what happens is we are actually wrapping it within the div. Okay, so now you can see the drop down list is having the list style item margin padding and all. Okay, so let's remove that margin colon 0, padding colon 0, and then list style. Okay, so that will actually remove everything. Okay, so here we will define what could be our width. Okay, let's go for width colon let's go for 50 pixel. Okay, so 90 pixel. Okay, so you can see it's been wrapping it over here. Okay, now you can see this drop down item is not spanning to the full. Okay, so let's go for dot drop down list dot drop down item. Okay, item. Okay, so this will be width colon 100%. Okay, so it's spanning to the full width. Okay, it's better to have some padding on the top and bottom. So let's go for padding top 0.5 rem. Okay, and then this will be padding bottom, which is 0.5 rem. So just making it look better. That's it. Okay. Right. So let's remove the background. Okay, background color none, and then let's remove the border also. And then background. Sorry, let's go for transparent. Okay, not none, transparent. Alright, perfect. Now I need a separator here. Okay, so what I will do is, so this background list. Okay, it contains the li. Okay, not lost child. Okay, dot drop down item border hyphen bottom colon 1 pixel. Sorry, hash cd. Okay, don't ask me why I'm using cd. Recently I just gone through that. That's it. Okay, that's the main reason. Okay, so what is this? Because in the drop down list, the last child it should not be last child. Okay, so if I remove this, what happens is you can see here. Uh, you can see the last item will also get another border button. Okay, so to avoid for the last item, we are using the CSS or CSS selector. Okay, so by default this should be hidden. Okay, and this should be shown. Okay, so drop down list. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put display colon none. Okay, so when it should be shown, this should be shown like dot drop down dot show dot drop down list. Okay, display log. Alright, so if the drop down has a class called show, then the item should show up. Okay, if it does not has the class show, it should hide up. Okay, so that's the criteria. Now here we need to write a code to make it programmatical with the JavaScript. Okay, so let's go with the script tag. Okay, so let's be very write a globalized code here. Okay, so let's go for constant drop down toggles. First, let's capture the buttons. Okay, so document dot query selector all. Okay, so there can be multiple drop down toggles. Okay, so let's go for dot drop down toggle. All right, now dp toggles dot for each. Okay, so each one will be a dp toggle. Okay, so let's go for dp toggle. Okay, and then dp toggle dot add event listener click. Okay, so we are going to create a function. Let's create a function which is called as on drop down toggle click. Okay, so let's create a function on drop down toggle click, which will get an event. Okay, so the element will be, so let's go for the element will be document, sorry, event dot target. Okay, so this is what the add event listener does. Okay, so once I click on this button, this function will be executed, and this function will give me the which element is actually clicked. Okay, now this from this toggle I need to capture this drop down. Okay, so what I'm going to do is, so constant dp. Okay, so okay, let's go for drop down. So equal to element dot closest dot drop down. Okay, now I need to toggle the class show here. Okay, so drop down dot class list dot toggle show. Right, So this should toggle the show class list for me. So this will open the drop down. Okay, let's see that whether we have done the you can see this drop down here. Okay, see the cursor now. Okay, so once I click on it, the show comes up and then the show moves out. Okay, perfect. Right. Now let's try to add some animation to it. Okay, so let's go here. Okay, so drop down list. Okay, so by default, let's say visibility. Sorry, max. What is it? With 0 pixel. We are going to add some animation. Okay, and then let's go for max height. Okay, because this animation height won't work, so we go for max height. Okay, and then you can see here the number 1 and 2 are shown. Okay, so let's go for overflow here. Okay, so you can slightly see that border is there. So what you can do is visibility here. Okay, this is perfect. Okay, so once the user is showing up, okay, we will change this one. Okay, so let's go for this one. Okay, I think we gave 90 pixels. Okay, so max height is, let's go for 100 pixel. Okay, overflow, let's go for auto, and visibility, let's go for AC. Alright, so let's click on this. So it's showing up and hiding up. Okay, so now let's go for transform. Transition colon max height 1 second. Okay, easy. Let's go for easy out. Okay, so instead of 1 second, let's go for 0.3 and then let's go only for this. Okay, so it depends what is your preference. Okay, and let's go for try to go for linear. Okay, so let's take this to 150 pixel up. So here also let's go for add pixels. This was lot is getting trouble. Alright, so for better thing, let's go for 2 seconds so that you can see it easily. Right. So that's how we can create a drop down. Now you can use it anywhere on your